Okay, Darren, here we are. Here's your MPU board and driver board hooked up in my machine. We know the driver board works, but I wanted to make sure that you could see that it works with your MPU board. And your board has had a bunch of things done to it. And you can see the new beige decoupling caps all over it. You can also see the memory cap has been installed, and we replaced a bunch of components in the solenoid circuit. I think when the relay got shorted out, it took out a whole bunch of stuff over here, and I'll detail it for you in an email. But suffice it to say, it's all hooked up now, save for one cable here for the solenoids, because I still have your ROMs in here, and if I have the solenoids hooked up when I start the machine, it's going to fire a whole bunch of solenoids, and because it's thinking it's actually playing a startup sound. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this thing on, and then we're going to see how it works. I'm going to apologize for the vertigo as I move around here. When I turn it on, you're going to see the 6 flashes on the MPU board. That's what you want to see. Here we go. So, now, your board's booted. That's a good thing. And now, we can hook up the solenoids just by taking this connector here and plugging it into the MPU board. And what we're going to do is we're going to lower the play field, and you're going to see that the machine is in track mode. Let me pull my light out of here. You're not going to need this in here anymore. Sorry, you're swinging around. Anyway, lower this down, and voila. See the displays? It's switching between high score and game over. But see, things are mapped differently. So you see how the $1,000, 1,000-point bumper cap is lighting? That should actually be for the high score. Again, it's because of the ROM difference. It has nothing to do with your board's not working. They're actually working really fine. And to prove it, we're going to run the diagnostics now. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to press the button, and this lights all the feature lamps. And you see, I have some lamps here that are out. This thing is in desperate need of a shop job. You know, shoemaker shoes and all that. But you can see all the feature lamps are flashing, so they're all good. And if one wasn't flashing, it'd be my lamp board anyway, so that's a good thing. Now we're going to press the button again, and we're going to go into solenoid test. Now it's thinking it's in a start trip, so it's going to fire solenoids in the start trip, and you're going to watch the displays, and you're going to hear things go off. See? And then there are some sounds that are not on this machine. But see, all the solenoids are firing, which is what you want to see. And you heard the flipper relay, and it's just cycling through again. So the good news is that all the solenoids are working, which means that your solenoid board is working, and your solenoid communication from your CPU is working. And now we're going to see if we can get to a switch test here, and we're just going to hit a couple of switches, and you're going to see that the switches are registering. And again, it's not the same as this is not the same machine. It's a different ROM, so you see the switches are kind of registering different. And you know, if I hit this, there's another one, there's another switch, and hitting some of these in lanes up here. So the switches are registering. It's just like I said, games wired up differently, different ROMs. So now, all we're going to do is we're going to leave this, we're going to cycle through this thing here. And actually, one of the other things I have to do is make sure that all these modes don't have any garbage in them, as the memory gets reset, now it's actually back into a track mode, and you can see the high score to date is 000. So we're going to let this sit overnight, and then in the morning we're going to check it, and if it's still good, you're going to get your boards back. Alright, take care.